ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरो वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहनः भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। किं पठितवन्तः गतवर्गे? वदतु, कुतः आरम्भणीयः? Where did we stop? Even
We did this Ruh Dhatu, I think, Guruji.
Ruh is done.
Yeah.
look, डकारस्य लोपः डकारे परे पूर्वस्य अनः दीर्घः भवति, right?
Yes.
Okay. रुक् धातु, लिक् धातु तदपि
Lid, we have done lid dhatu also.
दृष्टः एव। डकारस्य अङ्गकार्यं लिक्, गुणाङ्गकार्यं दत्वम्, अनन्तरं दत्वं ष्टुत्वं भवति, ष्टुत्वात् अनन्तरं डकारस्य डकारे परे डकारस्य लोपः, पूर्वः अनः अत्र दीर्घः एव, दीर्घस्य दीर्घप्राप्तिः न भवति, लेढव्य। ऋग् धातोः रूपं तव्यान्तं रोढव्य, लिग् धातोः लेढव्यम्। अनीय प्रत्यय have we seen? Not yet, right? So among the krityas we have seen the pratyas yat, that is yat, nyat, अथवा kyat.
Okay.
वासरूपो स्त्रियाम् इति एकं सूत्रं वर्तते. The सूत्रम् is that by that sutra समानरूपकप्रत्ययाः विरुद्धाः अपवादरूपेण वर्तन्ते. Those pratyas whose content, those pratyas, we're talking about which pratyas? What pratyas we are discussing?
Kritya Pratyaya.
Yeah.
Among the kritya pratyas, which pratyas have the samana rupa? Samana rupa means after pruning the ith letters.
Yat, Nyat, Kyat.
Those three pratyas, they are usually what?
Apavada.
Apavada. They usually apavada. We cannot use yat and nyat for the same dhatu. Cannot use. That is why we have the rules. Ajanta dhatunam yat pratyah rikaranta dhatunam tata alanta dhatunam न्यत् प्रत्ययः तत्रापि अपवादः अस्ति. पकारान्त धातु, for example. Yeah, and having the, for example, I'm saying akara is upada, then it will take yat pratyaya, natu nyat. So there are many rules are there. We have seen all those exceptions, some 25 something. Tavya and Anir, they are not samana rupa pratyaya. Tavya and they don't have, right? Therefore, each dhatu, whatever may be the dhatu, can take Tavya pratyaya and Anir pratyaya. And Tavya being Valadi pratyaya, it will take Itagama provided dhatu is said. How do you know dhatu is said? If dhatu, that is Ananu Nasika Achaha Ucharanam Yesham dhatu nam Anudataha bhavati Saha dhatuhu Anik dhatuhu Anyata sarve Setaha eva. Right? Other than those dhatus are set. So यदा धातुः सेट् भवति प्रत्ययः अपि वलाद्यादधातुक प्रत्ययः तदा एव इट् आगमः भवति, नो चेत् न भवति. यदि धातुः अनिट् भवति अथवा वलादि प्रत्ययः नास्ति, यद्यपि वलादि प्रत्ययः अस्ति तथापि इट् आगमः न भवति. Both the conditions have to be fulfilled. Any one of them is not fulfilled, then it agama will not come. So those things we have to remember for Tavya alone. And here there is no point. There is no such thing at all. Why?
Valadi. It's not Valadi.
It's not Valadi. Yadyapi dhatuhu set bhavati tatapi avaladitvat aniya pratyayase itagamaha na bhavati eva. Therefore, the process is simple. Atra ekaha vishayah startavyah. Saha kaha tavyat aniya it nyat kyat te api. ते सर्वे आर्धधातुक प्रत्ययाः न कित् न गित् न ङित् अतः अङ्गकार्यं भवति एव. राइट? इगन्तस्य अङ्गस्य गुणः अथवा रस्वैकोपदायाः गुणः. यदि प्रत्ययः नित् भवति तर्हि इगन्तस्य वृद्धिः अत उपदायाः वृद्धिः उपदायाः यदि उपदा अकारः अस्ति तस्यापि वृद्धिः अथवा ह्रस्व इगन्त उपदायाः अपि वृद्धिः. तेषु एकम् एव भवति. Only one angakarya is possible. Not all angakaryas we can do. Not possible. No? Either the dhatu has to be ajanta or alanta. If it is ajanta, then see the possibility. If it is alanta, then see the possibility. So those angakaryas have to be remembered. Those are all special things. Huh? I think this is what we have seen summary. Now Ruk plus Aniya, Upada is, what is the definition of Upadha?
1 second.
Upadha and
Alontyat purvam.
Alontyat purvaha. Antya alaha purvaha yaha asti saha upada. Just before the last, that is penultimate, is upadha. Right? Upadha, upadhi, upahita, all these are from the same dhatu, but because of the difference in the pratyaya. Upahita chaitanyam, we say in Vedanta, right? What is upa? Upa purvaka dha dhatu plus ta pratyaya upahita. Upa plus upa purvaka dha dhatu upadha. Upadhi upa purvaka dha dhatu tin pratyaya. There is one sutra is there. Dikrit prakranam. Upadhihi become dirgha also. Anyway, upadhihi. Upadhihi means that in Vedanta it is upa samipe stitva sviyan gunan anyatra adadati. That is upadhi. Anyway, here it is upadha. All these words could be confused. What is upada, upadi? Is upada. Antya, alaha, purvaha. Upada. So upada is rasvaik upada. Therefore, gunaha bhavati, aniya. And also, you have to see the possibility of your nakara being there. Kidrishaha nakaraha, apadanta nakaraha. Therefore, when apadanta nakara, यदि रेपः शकारः ऋकारः अव्यवहित रूपेण पूर्वं वर्तते अथवा मध्ये अट् वर्णः कु पु नुम् आङ् इति एतेषु एकः वा अधिकवर्णाः वा भवन्तु तत्रापि भवन्ति एव नत्वम्. Even when intervened by, rule is apadanta nakara when preceded immediately by avyavahita. That is important. Samana padaya also. The same padam. If apadanta nakara is preceded by repa, shakara, rikara, then natvam happens. Then we say, even when intervened by at. What is at?
Hayavarat till there. All the vowels and Hayav.
Yes, all the vowels. Then ha and semi-vowels. Up to that, Hayavarat. Lan. Lan is included. Hayavarat only. Lakara is not semi-vowels, not all are included. And ku, kavarga letter. Pu, pavarga letter. Then num agama also. And ang is a upasarga. Ang also. Any one or more of this intervene, then it will happen. Attam will happen. There's all these are points we know, just to revise. In the case of Shattam, you know what happens. There also then, yeah, what are the letters allowed in between? Num, Shar, Visarga. Any one of them alone is allowed. Any one of them alone is allowed in the case. Any one of them allowed in the case of Shatvam. The other rules, the things we know, the rules, the part of the rules. Apadanta Sakara, it must be. If it is Padanta Sakara, then Rutam happens, Visarga. Apadanta Sakara, number one, should be preceded by inner ku. That is important. And the Sakara must be belonging to a Pratyaya, part of the Pratyaya, Vayava of the Pratyaya, or of the Adesha. Adesha Sakara. Right? Adesha Sakara or Pratyaya Sakara. Avayava of the Pratyaya or Adesha. Even when intervened by Num or Shar or Visarga. But here, the thing is, only one of them is allowed. If more than one is there, then Shatvam will not happen. Okay. This is not required here, but just recollecting what we have seen. Okay, therefore now here Aniya Pratyaya, Rohaniya, Angakaryam happens. Lit plus Aniya
Lehaniya.
will nothing happen.
No.
Where is the Nimitta to cause Napto? No Nimitta. Nimitta Abhave, Naimittika Abhavaha. Not Apaye. I'm not saying that Paribhasha. This is not Paribhasha, just I'm saying. Nimitta Abhave, Naimittika. When the cause is not there, where is the effect? Not, it will not happen. Lehaniya. Dugdhatu.
Duktavya.
You have to see this. This is Dakara Dhatu. Okay. First let us do Angakarya. Tavya is Adadhataka Pratyaya. No kit, git or ngit. Therefore Angakarya is not negated. It will happen provided Anga fulfills the condition. Fulfills also Padayaha. Rasva ik Varnaha asti Kara asti. Therefore Du will become Do.
Do.
After that, what is the next step?
Gatvam.
Tattvam.
Gatvam. Gatum, yes, because this is Dakara Dhatu. Important.
Hmm.
Optional Datum will be there for Druk, Muk, Shnuk, and Stek. Here it is not. It is do only. Therefore, Gatum will happen Apavada to Dhatvam.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
therefore, Dog will become, you have to follow the
Dog.
sequence.
Dog. Dog.
Why we follow the sequence here?
Because it's in Tripadi.
Because it
Tripadi.
is the Tripadi. What is Tripadi? Trayanam, Padanam, Samaharahat. That is Tripadi. Tripadi is the collection of three pada sections.
Hmm.
What section? The section at the end. 82, 83, 84. So
Hmm.
those the rules in that, sutras in that, have to be followed sequentially. Of course, there are apavadas. Of course, there are some exceptions. Exceptions are exceptions. All over it is there. Do you remember any exception? Any one exception? Sandhi context we have seen. Hmm?
With respect to Ru, there was something. One sec.
Yes, that's
Sep-
correct. One is there. Ru. Ru is born in Tripadi.
Hmm.
Padanta Sakara becomes Ru. And
Hmm.
that Ru is replaced by U when it is preceded by A followed by A
Followed by
or
or
Hash.
Hash.
That
Hmm.
happens in Sapada Saptadhyay.
Hmm.
It means that his rule is there in somewhere in 6th chapter, right? So that some exception is there.
Hmm.
Similarly, also in the here itself, an Apavada is there. That is later, here itself is there. What is that? Okay, not here. Here don't see, but here you see that. Yeah, Rudhatu. Not here also. Okay. Because already Angakarya has happened. But I gave another example. Tapratya in the case of that, I gave example. Suppose if we have Rudhatu plus Ta, what is the form?
Root.
Hmm?
Ru.
What is the form
Is
of
it
Ruk?
Rudha, Dirgha, U?
Yes, exactly. Dirgha, Rodha. How do you get this? Angakarya cannot happen, number one. Ruk plus Ta, and this will become Dakara. Then Dattam happens. This is Jashanta followed by Takara. Tatoho Jashantasya Takara Desha Bhavati. Then
Shtunashtu.
Tutvam. Stutvam is at the end. After applying that, we are applying Dakarasya Lopaha. So here itself, within, if you see the Sandhi chart, just for your reference only, I given the sutra numbers also. Stutvam appears later. And Dakara becomes Lopa when followed by Dakara appears before the Tripadi. When that is applied, and here also preceding and become Dirgha, that is in Sapada Saptadhyaya. It is a 6th chapter. So there itself we see some exceptions. Exceptions are there all over. Okay. So you have to understand. Suppose that's why Prakriya is important. Prakriya, practice. It just doesn't come just by like that. You have to keep on practicing, doing it, it will come. It's not like a computer program, like you follow this, do this, not like that. Okay, then Duk from here. Duk become Gattam. Okay, Gattam has happened. Next step is Shtutam.
Dattvam. Dattvam.
Dattam. Yes, this is Jashanta followed by Takara. Therefore, this Dattam will happen. Takara will be replaced by Dakara. Then
Yashvam 2.
Just
because jal followed by jash, then jash is the adesha. Dogdavya. From Dugdhatu we get Dogdaru, Dugda, Dogdavya, Dohaniya, all forms.
Mm.
But this dhatu is simple. Even Lakara also simple. Second conjugation, this dhatu. Duk plus Tiprataya.
Mm.
Duk plus Tiprataya form would be Shab comes and Shab becomes look, goes away.
Mm.
So followed by Tiprataya, Sarvadhatu Kaprit, therefore do will become Do.
Mm.
Do plus T. So we have to remember the Sandhi, then Dakara is replaced by Yakara, same.
Hakara.
Then this become the, then Jalam Jash. Next one
Dogdi.
to Dogdi, Saha Dogdi, he milks. If it is thus,
Dogdaha.
Angakari cannot happen. This is
Oh,
Sarvadhataka Apit. No, cannot happen.
Dukta.
Yeah.
Duk.
So the same thing. Du becomes Duk, Daha.
Duk. Duk.
Duk plus Anti,
Dohanti.
Duhanti.
Hmm.
Simple. You have to be alert when it comes to the pratyaya, which are other than Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam, Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. They are Apit pratyayas. So Angakari will not happen.
Hmm.
Similarly, we can add Sip pratyaya, will become, okay, what is Sip? It is Sakara.
Hmm.
Dug will become Dog. Angakari happen. Dog, then
Hmm.
same. Hakara is there. Replace it by, this is
Hakara.
a Jal.
Kakara.
Kakara. Ghaton. Then
Haricha. Sorry, 1 second. Just. Hmm. Jashtvam followed. Jashtvam 2 followed by Chartvam.
you are going somewhere, but before that, one rule is there. Probably you would have forgotten the Sandhi. If I tell, then you will still. This is Ekach
Ekach.
and this is Bash. Jashanta. This is Jasha, this is Bash. Remember Bashtvam. You have Sandhi chart?
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
see
Bash.
Bashtvam. Don't forget that. This is Dog is Ekach. And having the last letter, what is the last letter? Last letter is Chesh letter. And what is the first letter? Which is Bash letter. Bash is Ja, Ba, Ga, Da, Ja, Ba. The Ba is there. Excepting the third letter.
Hmm.
Excepting the Jakara. I mean, other letters, the third letters, they are included. That is Bash. So this is Bash. This Bash will be replaced by Bhash Mahaprana. For the Jashanta, when followed by Sakara or Dva. So that is called, this is Dakara replaced by the, it's called Bashtvam. I would have named like this. Bashta is the Adesha, therefore Bashtvam. So this is Bash is replaced by Bash letter. Remember, Bashtvam. Anyway, just check the Sandhi chart. Then after that, what will happen? Gakara is there. Sequence you have to follow. Apadanta Sakara, preceded by Ku, Kavarga letter. Therefore, this becomes She.
Hmm.
Then after that, can apply chartvam when followed by kar letter. Jal will be replaced by what letter? Kakara will charlet, which is kakara. No kakara, shakara. Dokshi. See how the form is.
Mm.
The form is not, I mean, it may look something very difficult. It is not, it is simple. Applying just sandhi. This is for siprataya. Then tas will be tha and ta, that will become dugdha, dugdha. That's simple. Anyway, second conjugation is, you can see this dhatu, not simple only, not difficult. Okay. I taught you for fifth conjugation, ninth conjugation, the second conjugation also, they're all simple. Okay, dogdavya, then dagdhatu, dag will become same process. So, gatvam and then dhatvam, then jastvam. So therefore, you can see gatvam happens for dhatu ending with hakara. Dakaradi dhatu ending with hakara. Then dhatvam happens for takara or takara following the jash anta dhatu. Then jastam happens, jastam 2. Right? Simple. Duk plus aniya, dohaniya. Dohaniya already we did? No. Okay. Simple here, only angakarya. Dag plus aniya, dahaniya.
Dahaniya.
Dohaniya mean, what is the meaning of dohaniya?
Fit to be milked.
Yeah, therefore, dog, we say like this, dog plus tum, yogyaha. What is dog plus tum? What is the form? Again, tum pratyaya, like tabya, tum pratyaya.
Dogdham.
This is replaced by kakara, then tattvam, then jastum, therefore dogdum. Dogdum yogyaha, which ought to be, which deserves to be, which is to be in that meaning. So referring to karma, dohaniyaha, we can say dohaniya, gauhu, right? Gauhu dohaniya. Gauhu Srilinga. Okay. Dohaniya. Similarly, dahaniya. Degaha. Body is called dega. Why? Dahana yogyaha degaha. That is if I different vyutpatti from we get. Dag means to burn. Dah tape. Right? There is another dhatu, dig dhatu. I think from that only we get the word deha. So dig dhatu. Dig dhatu plus gai pratyaya, I think. Dega. So diga has a meaning of upachaya. So the body which is, that dahana yogyaha deha, we say. We give that a different interpretation. Fine. So that is on dig dhatu. Dahaniya is dahana yogyaha. Or you can say dagdum. Dagdum. Yogyaha dahaniyaha. Somalia. Okay. What is dag plus ta pratyaya? Nishta pratyaya already we have seen. Dag dhatu ta pratyaya. You have to see nishta, we have seen elaborately many things. Huh?
Dagdha.
It is dagdaha. This is a anit dhatu. No itagama. So dag plus ta, then dattam happens. No itagama, then justum get dagdaha. Dagdaha means jnana agni dagda karmanam tamah pandit tambudaha. So jnana agni dagda karma. Jnana agnina dagdani karmani tani. Jnana agni dagda karmanam. Jnanagina dagdani karmani yashante. So dagdaha, that which is burnt, right? Referring to the object. Or the dagdam kashtam, the wood which is dagda burnt, like that. Dagda, Ishtarupam it is. Okay. Next, vrashya dhatu. Please note, dhatu is vrashya. We have seen this dhatu also in, okay, we'll talk about this better. This dhatu is, even though you see dhatu is, in the Upadeshika Rupam, you will see O vrashchu is a Odit dhatu. Okara is Ita letter. All the Ita letters have got some purpose. We have seen that some of the purposes in the Nishta section. Okara is Ita letter. Is Ita. What is the importance of If you remember Nishta, in fact, I have taught you so elaborately. I have not taught to even to senior students. Senior student means not in terms of age. Yes, been studying Sutra and all since long time. Even to them I have not taught, but I have taught you almost all the Nishta, the Nishta Pratyaya, very specifically that.
Udita
I all-
anik dhatus.
Yes. Udit is Udit dhatus are red dhatu. In fact, there is one. If I show you my notes, you will know what it is. Swarati, Syuti, one rule is that Udita Va. So those dhatus are Va is there. Somewhere it is Va. It will take Ittagama. Optionally, it is mentioned. Therefore, with regard to Nishta, it will be Anit.
And
Okay. I will show you in case if you don't remember. But I have the notes with you open. If you have Nishta rules, it is good. But anyway, you are not seeing Nishta now. Just recalling what we have seen. See, sometimes we have to go back and see and recall. Otherwise, we go away. So, this is in the Nishta notes we have seen. These are Udit dhatus. You can see. The following dhatus are weight. Swarati dhatu, Suti, Suyati, Dhunj dhatu. They're all very specific dhatus. And Uditaha, Uditova. Udito means, what is Uditova? Udit dhatus are optionally. Va is optionally. Optionally what? Optionally, it will take Ittagama. Optionally, sorry, it will allow Ittagama. It will not take, dhatus cannot take Ittagama. Okay, you know. So, Valadi Adadhatuka Pratyaya will take Ittagama optionally for these dhatus. So, what are the Udit dhatus? There are so many Udit dhatus are there. Akshu, Takshu, Takshu, Grahu, Briju, all this. Here we have O Brashchu also is there, right? So when a dhatu is given an optionality, right, of allowing the pratyaya to take it, dhatu will not take ittagama, pratyaya will take ittagama. So with regard to pratyaya only we say dhatu is set or weight, etc. When ittagama is ordained optionally by the property of the, which is through the property of the dhatu, right? Then the dhatu will be anit with regard to nishta. It's a rule we have seen. Remember? In the Shastram, wherever ittagama is given, is ordained optionally, then with regard to nishta, it will be anit. It's a rule. So Udi dhatus are weight dhatus. Therefore, with regard to nishta, it will be
Anit.
anit. Where it is? It is there in the document. But dhatu gets optional from anywhere in the Shastram. Shastra means it's Vyakarana Shastra in the Ashtadhyaya. The dhatu will be anit with regard to nishta, right? So therefore, now coming back here, now tell me this dhatu in general, when we are talking in general with regard to any pratyaya, other than Nishta Pratyaya. Set or anit or wait?
Wait.
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 With regard to Nishta, it will be
Anit.
Anit.
anit. So that is the significance of right? So remove that we have now we know what is that. And O is also some significance is there. This is dhatu is Odit dhatu. Odit dhatu. This is all keeping in mind the Nishta Pratyaya Parini Maharshi has given. Nishta Pratyaya, the Takara, what will happen? Takara will be replaced by Nakara. Odit dhatus. Like we have seen Dakara, Nakara, Repa, Dakara will become Nakara. One rule is that similarly, you can see. Takara of the Nishta Pratyaya, Nishta Pratyakta Pratyaya will be replaced by Nakara when preceded by a Repa. That is Dhatu ending with Repa, right? And the Nishta Pratyaya when follows a Dhatu, the Nishta Pratyaya Takara will be replaced by Repa. Similarly, the Takara of the Nishta Pratyaya will be replaced by Nakara when Dhatu is ending with Dakara. So Dakara anta or Repa anta Dhatu. When followed by Nishta Pratyayasya Takarasya Nakaraha. Like there are many dhatus, Dakaradi, Dakaranta. Like we have Pad dhatu, Pad plus Ta Pratyaya will become
Panna.
Panna. So Pad is there, Ta Pratyaya, it's Anit dhatu. So Pad, Nishta Takara will be replaced by Nakara. And also for Dakara, another thing is that Dakara, that is Repa, Repanta, Dakaranta dhatu. The Nishta Pratyaya following the Repanta, Dakaranta dhatu will Nakara Desha. And for Dakaranta dhatu, one more other, the same rule, another thing is mentioned. It is also replaced by Nakara. Therefore, you have Panna, Sadhana Sampanna, you say no? Sadhana Chatushti. That's Chatushti Sampannaha, Sadhana Chatushti, Sampannaha, Sampattihi, all this, Upapannaha, Apannaha, Pannam, Upapannam. This is Padadhat, Pada plus Na. Okay. So, Nishta. Similarly, this, like Dakara and Repa, Antadhatu, when for Nishta Pratinakara happens. Similarly, Odit Dhatus also. Okara is it for which Dhatu? For that Dhatu also, Nishta Takara is replaced by Nakara. It's given, it's a rule. That is why Okara as Ita letter is there. Now, okay, that we will see later. Nishta Rupam is a little difficult in this. Drashtidhatu, I think I have not included this. Anyway, if I get a chance now, I'll explain that. Now here, what are the letters? Rash, Shakara and Chakara. So, this Shakara, we have to understand. It must have come in the place of
Sakara.
Sakara.
that is because of Shchutum. So after applying Shchutum, which is in the end, right, Tripadi, then only you get brushed. Since we are going to process, therefore we have to consider that the Shakara to be Sakara to start with. Finally, when if Sarkara, in case if it survives, then we will apply Shchutam, then it will become Shakara. But Dhatu you will give like that only, but we have to understand it as Vrasht Dhatu, Vrasht to fell, Vrashchati. That's why from that only we get Vrikshaha, that which can be felled. So Vrasht plus Tavya, what will be the what will be the Tavya Rupam? Dhatu is set or Anit. It is, just now we saw. It is,
Anit.
wait.
Anit. Anit.
Abit.
No. Anit with regard to Nishta. We are doing Tavya.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Therefore, it is Uri Dhatu, it is wait. Therefore, you will have two forms. With it, without it. It Pakshe, Anit Pakshe. So, Vrasht plus it Pakshe, Vrasht plus Itavya. So here I am making it because Shtutam is going to happen. I mean, Shtutam is going to happen because no other things will happen. No Angakarya, etc.
Hmm.
Therefore, we have
Vrashchita.
Vrashchita. Yeah, simple.
Hmm.
Simple addition.
Hmm.
If it is Seth, Anit, the
Vrashtamya.
Vrash plus Tavya. So we have to take it as it is Vras Sakara. And Sakara now Vrash plus Tavya. Vrash plus Tavya. It is actually Vrash Sakara is right.
Mm.
Then I'll take like that. Now what happens here?
Sakara will drop.
I should Nimitta Apaye, Nimittika Apayaha. Okay. That I'll cut it somewhere. I'm taking it out of Vrash plus Tavya. Sakara becomes
Lopa.
out.
I think last class we saw. In the
Yes, it
conjunct,
teach you.
Sakara in the conjunct when followed by Jal or Padanti
Then
will
have you
become
seen this? All this.
Yeah,
Hmm.
not this one, Guruji, but I think we saw this Vrish Dhatu earlier, some other context.
Or not here, right?
Not here.
Okay. Fine. This is conjunct ending with conjunct beginning with Sakara, followed by Jal or at the end of the Padam. And the conjunct beginning Sakara or Kakara, that will drop. So rule. Therefore, Vrach will become Vrach. Right? So we can take like that. Adi Sakara will drop. Then Shakara and Tavya. This is Dhatu is. Oh, yeah, last class I taught you this. I think this is
Yeah,
where
we've seen
I
this.
told.
Yeah,
I
this.
think I did this.
Yeah,
All
we
these
have
things I
seen
probably
this.
would have done this. I told by mistake and then I told you don't please correct
Yeah,
it. No,
yes, we
not
have
like
seen
that.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shatum happens. So it means we have done all these things.
Mm.
It's okay. Anyway, second time.
Mm.
So Shatam happens by the Apavada to Kutvam. Therefore, Vrashtavya, the form you get. Yes, I remember. Now I remember. So Vrash plus Aniya will become Vrashaniya.
Vrashchaniya.
Will not Nattam happen? No, it doesn't happen.
No.
Why?
Shakara.
Sakara.
Yeah, they are not included. And Chu also,
No,
Chakara
preceded by
also is there.
preceded by
Preceded by
Sakara.
no
No?
Shakara and Chakara, they are not allowed letter.
They are not allowed letters. Yeah.
Therefore, it will not happen. Vrashchaniya. Vrashchaniya means, how do you explain this? That
Syllable.
is Vrashcha Dhatu plus Tum plus Yogyaha. I'm just making Yogyaha. So what is the form?
Vrashtum yogya.
Because this is Anit Dhatu, sorry, Svet Dhatu. Therefore, with the it, without the two forms, you will have. Therefore, Vrashchitum Yogyaha or Vrashtum Yogyaha, two forms, right? Possible. Okay, yes, the Vrashdhatu we saw. For here only, yes, some interesting one point is there. I will do and then I'll delete and then I'll send that to you. Vrashcha plus Ta Pratyaya. This form is not there in the Nishta. What will be the form of this Vrashcha plus Ta Pratyaya? The Vrashdhatu already, I told it is weight, and with regard to Nishta, it is Anit. So
Vrashta.
no, huh?
Vrashta.
Vrashta. No. Here, conjunct beginning with Sakara followed by Jal. Therefore,
Sakara will drop.
Vrashcha plus Ta, right? Then after that, next step is
Sakara will become Sakara.
say it again. What is that?
Takara will become
I just follow what you say.
Dakara.
Yeah.
Dakara. Dattvam will.
Dattam.
No.
And the Kutvam will not happen.
You tell me whatever you tell, I'll do it. Kuttam. Okay, let us do Kuttam. Chakara replaced by Ta. Then, if it is Kuttam, this is by Shattam, it should happen. Right? That's what Vrascha.
Mm. Mm.
So, okay. Then what do you get after the Shattam? Then
Yeah.
Shtuttam. Vrashta.
Mm.
Right?
Mm. Mm.
That is not the form. That's what we think. But that is not the form. It's not Vrashta. This Dhatu,
Vrashta.
okay. Number one, this Dhatu is one of the Samprasarana Dhatu.
Mm.
Followed by Kit Pratyaya. What will happen? Still, we have to do that.
Ooh.
Therefore,
Vrashta.
Vra, that is Repa is there, that will be replaced by
Vru.
R. Therefore, Vrist. So, Vrist becomes Vrist, number one. Dhatu is Samprasarana Dhatu. That
Mm.
Samprasarana Dhatus, I think the list is given. There are list of Samprasarana Dhatus. So, number one, Vrist, this happens. Second one, what happens? This is a conjunct. And conjunct having the first letter Sakara, followed by Jal. Sakara will drop.
Drop. Mm.
Therefore, Vrich plus Ta. Right?
Mm.
Then, after that, what will supposed to happen? Kuttam will happen by Chavarga replaced by Kakara. Or will you do Shatvam by that Vrascha, Srija, Mraja, those dhatus? Which one you will do?
We should ideally do Vrashcha, I think.
You should ideally do, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
It means we don't follow the ideal here. Or what we are supposed to do here. Okay. For understanding, I will write. That is somewhere I have to write. I will write here and then delete. See. Kutvam this it is 8 to 30. And just I have to explain with this rule only. There's no other way of explaining this. That is Kutvam happens by 8 to 30. That is Chavarga replaced by Kavarga letter, which is in what section?
Tripadi.
Tripadi.
And that Shattam is an exception to this. Happen for some dhatu, Vrasjatu, Srija, Mrija, Yaja, Braja. That is by the
Raja.
rule
Mm.
36, 8 to 36, which is also in Tripadi.
Tripadi.
So 8 to 36, Shatvam. Instead of writing Shatvam, I'm writing the number. 8 to 30 is Kutvam. 8 to 36 is Apavada to Kutvam. Yes or no?
Kutvam. Yes.
Therefore, we should apply Shatvam only here. Yes?
Yes.
Strictly speaking, we have to apply. But there is one article which says, in the case of Nishta, right, the Shatvam which happens, right? The Shatvam which happens by 8 to 36. The Shatvam which happens by 8 to 36. That is, for that, 8 to, I told you just now that Nishta Takara, because the Dhatu is Odit Dhatu, Nishta Takara will become, Nishta Takara will be replaced by
Nakara. Nakara.
That is given in the rule 8 to 45. Okay. So if you apply sequentially, I'm just giving the this is giving the sequence, to understand, I'm just giving 8 to 45, I'm giving here. 8 to 45 is Nishta Takara replaced by
Nakara.
Nakara. This is one Natvam we can say. Now one type of Natvam. So this is Kutvam, this is Shatvam, and this is, since Nakara comes in the place of Nishta
Tattvam.
Takara, Natvam. There is another Natvam, don't confuse with that. You know another Natvam, that in the Upadesha, Dhatu beginning with Murdhani Nakara replaced by Danti Nakara, remember? That Natvam is
Yes.
different. I'm just giving on, for your understanding, I'm saying, since Nakara is the Adesha, the place of Nishta Takara, right? Like the example what I give, Pad plus Na, Pad plus Ta. Ta is replaced by Nakara, then Takara. This is called Nattam, I'm saying. Understand? By 8 to 45. So you have to apply sequentially, right? 8 to 30, 8 to 36, 8 to 45. But 8 to 36 is Apavada to 8 to 30.
8 to 30.
Therefore, 8 to 36 must be applied. Right? But now the Vartika says, one Vartikam is there. Before that Vartika, to understand this, the beautiful arrangement here. There is, what is Tripadi? Just I'm explaining again. The result of 8 to 36, is it visible to 8 to 30 or not? Yes or no? That's what Tripadi is. We say no.
No.
That is why we say the rules have to be applied sequentially 8 to 30, then 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Go like that sequentially. You cannot go back, unlike the rules in the Sapal Saptadeva, where we can go back and forth. You can go to the first chapter, and then you can go to the sixth chapter, then go to the seventh chapter, then come back to the third chapter. You can go anywhere to arrive at the form, to arrive at the Rupa. But in Tripadi, it's not like that. Therefore, 8 to 36, the result is not accessible to 8 to 30. That's what Tripadi, right? Similarly, 8 to 45, the result of 8 to 45, where Nattam happens, is it accessible to 8 to 36?
No.
Is it accessible to 8 to 30?
No.
No. But when Vartikam says, the result which happens by 8 to 45, right? The result which happens by 8 to 45, it is possible. Its access is possible for 8 to 36. It means there is no asiddhatvam here. That's an exception to. That's why in the beginning itself I just gave an hint. Exception to asiddha. That's why I give the example of Ru. Remember, we go back to the Sapada Saptadhyaya and then Ru is replaced by U and all the Sandhi. This is one special, not special. This Vartikam is not that much frequently known because we come across this Vartikam only when we do the Nishta Pratyaya of such dhatus. Therefore, I'd say it's a special. It's not special. Something we don't know, therefore we call it by special. The result of 8 to 45 is accessible to 8 to 36. Okay. Understand? What does 8 to 45 does? It converts Nishta Takara to
Nakara.
Nishta Takara to Nakara. This is accessible to 8 to 36. If 8 to 36 is accessible, by 8 to 36, what happens?
Shakara.
When the Shakara comes,
Udanta Chakara.
for the Dhatu, Brashya, Sruja, Mrija, etc., when they are at the end of the Padam, are followed by Jal. This is not at the end of the Padam. Followed by Jal only supposed to happen. But here it is not followed by Jal. Therefore, 8 to 36 is not applicable. Therefore, what is applicable?
8 to 30.
8 to 30 is applicable. Therefore, Chakara will be replaced by
Kakara.
See how we're bringing it. It's like mathematical thing, right?
But
Mm.
Guruji,
Hmm.
8 to 30 also has that same condition, na? Padanta or followed by
By
Jal.
Jal. Of course, it all are Jal is that Padanta
But,
or Jal.
but Nakara is not Jal.
Therefore, what you do, don't do this first. First you do Kutvam by 8 to 30, then we can do 8 to 35. The sequence. Oh, yes, that's point. Yes. Okay. Therefore, Kutvam happens, not Shatvam. Kutvam happens by 8 to 30, then we can do 8 to 45. You understand the logic now? Again, I repeat. 8 to 30 is called Kutvam. Happens to Dhatus, Vrashti Dhatu, Brashti, Srija, Srija, Mrija, Yaja, those Dhatus. Sorry, Kshamita, I was bearing. This 8 to 30 ordains Kutvam for Chavarganta Dhatu, right? Dhatu ending with Chavarga. And 8 to 36 is an exception to
Kutvam.
Kutvam. Some Dhatus are exempted, like Vrashti, Srija, Mrija, etc. Those Dhatus will get Shatva-desha. And 8 to 45 says, those Dhatus which have got Okara as Ita letter, the Nishta Takara. Note, Nishta Takara will be replaced by Nakara. Right? These are. Therefore, we can call this is Kutvam, this is Shatvam, this is Natvam. One Vartikam is there. It says 8 to 45 is Siddham for 8 to 36. It means after applying 8 to 45, we can apply 8 to 36. In fact, we have to apply 8 to 45. Why? When we say Siddham, right? When we say Siddham, then 8 to 45 is Parasutra. That has to be applied first. Whenever a rule is, two rules are applicable in a given context, we have to apply the later rule, right? First. Or later comes first served. Once you apply 8 to 45, then what happens? 8 to 36 cannot be applied. But 8 to 30 is there. That causes Kutvam. That is applicable. Therefore, you apply that first. That's why Kutvam comes to application here. And after that, still we are Jal following Takara. That is, sorry, Jal following, we are Jal following, therefore Kutvam applies. After that 8 to 45, where Natvam happens, no problem. So therefore sequence becomes like that. Therefore final form is Vr, then Kakara, Nakara, what happens then? This is Apadanta Nakara followed preceded by Attuku, Repa is here, R is there. Then immediately preceded by Repa, Shakara, Rikara, or even intervened by Atku, Pu, Num, Ang. So Kakara is permissible letter. Therefore, what happens to
Natvam.
Natvam happens. Therefore, final form is Vrikna. This is how you get the form Vrikna. The form looks odd, but this is the form. The sequence is, this is Adista Sakarasya Lopaha, and here is Kuttum happens. This is a special case. Kuttum, and then Nishta Takarasya Nakara Deshaha, I call it as a Natvam. Then this is Murdhanya Nakara, Natvam. Kuttam, if you want to know the rule, it is by 8 to 30. And Natvam by 8 to 45. And this we know, 8 for 2. So the point is, that is 8 to 36. That is Shatvam by Shatvam, that is 8 to 36. 8 to 45 is Siddham.
2 to 36.
It is accessible, Siddha, for Shatvam.
Hmm.
Therefore, since we cannot apply 8 to 36 after 8 to 45, or therefore, okay, since we cannot apply Shatvam after Natvam, by Vartikam, this is by Vartikam. It's accessible, is given by Vartikam. It's accessible Vashatvam as given by Vartikam. And therefore, since we cannot apply Shatvam after Natvam, we apply
Kutvam.
Kutvam by Kuttam. That is Kuttam 8 to 30. Kuttam first. And then Nattam we do. This is the process. You want that Vartika? You can give that Vartikam also. Nishta Desha, that Vartikam is there for the Sutra. It is there for the Sutra. In this 8 to 3 itself, that Vartikam is there. This is all extra. Nishta Desha, Shatva, Swara, Pratyaya, Swara, Pratyaya, Vidhi, Pratyaya Vidhi. Then it vidishu. Pratyaya Vidhi, it vidishu, Siddhaha, Vachyaha. One Vartikam is there. The final form is Dugna. This is something which I have not done in the Nishta section. So I'm doing it now. So this I'll cut, paste, and put it in the Nishta file. I'm just adding it here at the end of this document. Here I will add. You have to see where it is available. Nishta Rupam of Vrashya Dhatuhu, special case, special operation. Please note. This is okay. This is how it has happened. You may not know the number given and not record, but I understand the principle behind which how it operates. That's enough. Right? Anyway, we are saying Kritya. This is an aside point. Okay, Lab plus Tavya. Next one, simple. All these are simple one. Dattam and then Justam 1. Justam 2. Yeah, Labdavya. Similarly, Vriddha. Buddha. Bodhavya. Yuddha. Yodhavya. Lab. Aniya Pratyaya. Salavaliya. Then Bodhaniya. Yodhaniya, etc. Tush Dhatu. Tush become Tosh. Toshtavya. So we can infer from this Tavya. See, Tavya Tuman. So that tells you the forms of the Dhatu tells you whether it is Anit or Vait, Set. Anit or Vait. So the Dhatu is must be what? Anit Dhatu, all these are. Push Tavya, Push Tavya. Pach plus Tavya. If it is Pach plus Ta Pratyaya,
Pakva.
Pakva. If you say Pakta, then you are not at Pakva, you are not at ripened. Is it pakta? Here is tavya, paktavya. Bhuj plus tavya, bhuktavya. Much plus tavya, muktavya. Gam plus tavya. Interesting. Huh?
Gantavya.
How you get gantavya? Makara, apadanta makara followed by jal. Therefore become anuswara.
Anuswara.
Anuswara sandhi. Anuswara followed by a letter parasavarna. Parasavarna sandhi. Gantavya.
Gantavya.
Right? Similarly, nam becomes nantavya. What is the nishtarupam of gam?
Gata.
Gataha, that makara is dropped. Makara is dropped when followed by jaladikit pratyaya for the dhatus anudate, that rule is there. Anudate, anudato padeshaha dhatu, and the dhatus of the it conjugation, tanotyadina, banati tanotyadina, jaladikit pratyaya pare, nishta, that makara, that is for nishta pratyaya follows makara. I mean, jaladikit pratyaya follows, makara will drop. Therefore, gataha, nataha, mataha, all those things. Ram plus ta pratyaya is also rataha. Ram plus tavya, rantavya. Anuswara and parasavarnaha. Vrinj dhatu, which is said dhatu, okay. And itvat, okay, ubepadi, that's why given, okay. So this is said dhatu, therefore itavya, var plus itavya, vru becomes,
Var.
this is ita letter, okay.
Hmm.
Vir plus varitavya,
With.
okay. Then this is itpaksha, anitpaksha.
Mm.
And one more is there, that is, that itagama becomes rikaranta dhatu now, that e will be replaced by e, your rule is there. Vrutaha, one sutra, I think 7 to 38. For Vrikaranta dhatu, the itagama will be E. Okay, it's a rule. This also we must have seen in the Nishta.
Yes.
Nishta, one example, Gragda to become Grihitaha. Right? Gragdatoho Nishta Rupam, that is E Tagama comes. Similarly, this dhatu also Vrutova. Vrukara, that is dhatu, Vrudhatu, which stands for Vring as well as Git as Ngakara as Nga, both are there. So those Itagama, that Ikara, will get optionally Dirgatvam. Therefore, two forms are there. Therefore, Varitavya also, another one. So by Trudhatu also becomes Taritavya. Another form is Taritavya. Two forms possible. This is for the Dhatus, Vr and Vrang Dhatu. Okay, Rikaranta Dhatu, Rikaranta Dhatu and Vr, three Dhatus. Okay. Can note. Then, think. Except in the case of Lit Lakara, Rikara Dhatu will get Dirgatvam. Okay. Except Lit Lakara, okay, not required. Yes. Some Grag Dhatu just now I told. Grag Dhatu also will get Ittagama, but in the case of, except in the case of Lit Lakara, this will get Itagama, that E will become Dirga. It's all Rikaranda Dhatu, then Vring and Grag Dhatu. Please note, for the Dirgatvam happens. In the case of Grag Dhatu, Dirgatvam happens, it is mandatory. In the case of other Dhatus, Rikaranda Dhatu or Dhatu Vru and Vring, the Dirgatvam is optional. In the case of Grag Dhatu, mandatory. Therefore, Garhitavya, Garhitaha, this is also Samprasarana Dhatu. Dhatu is Grag Dhatu. Right? What will be Nishta Rupam? Grag plus Ta Pratyaya. Repa will become
Gruhita.
Grag, and it is Shed Dhatu, Itahama will come, not E. Therefore, you get Grihitaha, not Grahita. They say Grahitaha. Grihitaha. Grahitavya for other pratyas. But Nishta pratyaya, it will be grihitaha because samprasaranam happens. It's samprasarana dhatu. Please note. This list is given in the Nishta document. Samprasarana dhatovaha. One separate column is there. You can see that. Okay, but grihitaha, grihitavya. You can know the difference. All these we have to be familiar so that when we, use it, we know how to use it, how to arrive at the form, familiar with the forms. Okay, I think we'll stop here. So 13, please remember, after this we have done,
Yes.
Hmm.
you don't have to repeat again. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadah.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवादः
Guruji.
गुरुजी।